Hello everybody, Fackett here with the Merit Media Group. Today showing off Baldur's Gate 3 running on Winulator Cmod 13.1. With that, we're going to be using DXVK 2.3.1 with async and async cache on. I'm not quite sure what they do, but it seemed to stabilize performance, and we're going to be specifically running the Vulcan version of this game. Now, all I have done so far, download Winulator, download Baldur's Gate 3 directly from my Steam library. You can move it right over to your phone, and then I go through here and I install the .NET Core version that actually comes with Baldur's Gate 3. Those have been my only install steps. So with that, we run that here, we move into the game. We're running everything on low settings. I do turn anti-aliasing off. But yeah, low, no upscaling right now. We will show upscaling and rise performance at the end of this video. I decided not to show off Diablo performance because the game already runs. So people who have like devices with better cooling than a Nubia Z70 shouldn't have any issue hitting the same frame rates in these. With that, just showing here, we are on the rise settings. It does take about a minute to boot into game from selecting your save, and we do still have one small graphical glitch I've seen so far. I'm actually going to try to keep playing it through on the phone to see if I can get anything else, and see if it performs better in less busy areas. I just have to actually get a save game in the folder. With that though, once we get loaded in here, I was surprised at how well this runs. But yeah, we'll be getting into game in just a moment here and seeing how it runs. It's just crazy that this is a phone. It's a Nubia Z70 Ultra. I do have the 1TB / 24GB RAM model, but it really does not utilize the RAM to that capacity with this. I don't think I ever got above 14 gigs total utilization on the phone. Just getting the touchscreen controls up so I can do some cutscene skipping, but as you guys will see from here, it's pretty much smooth sailing. The only real graphical glitch that I could like experience over and over again was this weird texture effect on the quote-unquote sphincter door over here. But outside of that, it was great. It does look better in real life as opposed to the phone. You can see the counter up top. I'm getting about 25 to 30 frames per second even while recording. Once we get more or less stuff going on screen, it happens to go big up and big down too. So we'll see what happens, especially once we get off the ship here with everything on fire. We do have a little more glitchiness coming up here. You can notice it in the background, but honestly, this game was running so well, even with like cutscene skipping and stuff, just going pretty much as fast and forward as I could get it to go.
We can do nothing until we escape. First, we will address the
Honestly,
matter.
I don't have this for the Xbox, but it did make me curious how it runs on the Series S if this was the type of performance I was getting on a cell phone. I have played this in the ROG Ally, and it was a pretty good experience. It was much better than this, personally, but the actual performance per watt differential is kind of huge with how much less power this uses to actually play the game. Yeah, showing off combat here just to kind of show that the first encounter is pretty good. You can see that even in this room, I'm getting back above 40 FPS still recording, so that was pretty cool there. Obviously some drops when I bring up the menus, but yep, switching over to Rise to see what other performance we get with that.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
I think eventually I turn on FSR as well to a balance.
And lethal.
But you can see with the Rise, I'm getting bigger drops, like we'll say 1% and 0.1% lows, but that's probably more than 1%. But I do think that the game runs more stably on the balance perspective. I think it's because my phone personally was thermal throttling. Then once we go here and turn on upscaling, do get a couple more frames out of it. Yeah, but as you can see here, that does get us closer to 2530 again, 40 there. And yeah, I would not call this the best experience of the game, but if this is all you can do to play it, I do think it's still probably worth playing on it. And yeah, I hope people got good use out of this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I'll upload more. Thank you, thank you.